Hi, Archit.
Hello.
So first of all, I would like to congratulate you on your super performance since you scored AIR 36 in CLAT.
Thank you so much.
So how does it feel, Archit?
I mean, I feel light. I've been preparing for a long time, and finally it's done and dusted. This was a drop year for me, as you all know. And to be honest, I feel relieved, and it's a good feeling.
Okay. So since you dropped this year, so you also had prepared before you dropped this year?
Not too much in depth, but I had some basic classes, you can say, some material, not too serious.
Okay. So what was your preparation strategy, Archit?
This year, I would say I was really disciplined and more focused because, for example, last year I only did one newspaper and it was a half-hearted effort. But this year I would wake up at the same fixed time every day and I would do two newspapers in the first half, take a break and do 6 hours of continuous study with 5-10 minute breaks in between.
Okay. So how many hours did you study in a day?
That's a tricky question because when I started my preparation around November, I basically divided my preparation in three phases. So for the first two phases, it wasn't too much. It was around 7-8 hours a day, 8.5 hours. And in the last phase, which started from June, I
Hmm.
stepped it up a lot. I think I did around 11.5, 12 hours a day for the last month and a half.
So you also attempted mocks a lot,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So how many mocks did you actually appear in the last 2 months?
In the last 2 months, I would say an accurate number. I don't think I remember the exact number, but definitely more than 40, I would say. Because
Okay.
I remember days I've given two mocks, and yeah,
So
but
I do remember your scores in the ClatPrep mocks, and your score actually ranged from 77 to
mm,
112. You scored 112 once. That was a great score for you,
yeah,
and you also went as low as 77. So tell me
mm,
one thing, जब 77 का स्कोर आया था, तो
mm,
आपने कुछ अपनी स्ट्रैटेजी में चेंज किया, कुछ प्रिपरेशन
mm.
स्ट्रैटेजी को लेकर के
You
कुछ
know,
चेंजेस?
I would say the mock wherein I scored 77 was the one I learned from the most because that was like a jolt of reality for me because it hit me that what am I doing? I've spent so much time on my preparation. This is my second year, and how am I still scoring 77? So that was when I really decided to change a lot of things. I remember analyzing that mock and thinking, oh, this question should have been right. Why didn't I read the passage correctly? Things like that. And I would say it was because of that score, I was able to score well in CLAT 2021.
Okay, but in other mocks you performed very well. I mean, your
Yeah.
scores were quite consistent around 100.
Mm.
What we analyzed was that you had good scores in CR and RC, but somewhat your quant section was weak, right, on the weaker side. So what did you do to improve your quant section?
With quant, I would say I made a mistake because when I started my preparation, I was in full focus. I said to myself that I would do quant from the beginning this year. I would do my basics, right formula and everything. But unfortunately, I didn't do that for a long time. I kept on putting it off, saying that I would do it in the last 2 months, last month, last 10 days. But fortunately, I would say in the last 25 days, I picked it up. And it wasn't too, I realized that quant and GK were the two easiest sections. And essentially, they were free marks for us. So what I did was for quant, so it is also linked to my attempt order of the mock. What I would do is I would do RC, logic, legal, GK, and maths. So with every mock that I ended, right, I knew something that maths didn't go well. I kept on saying that maths wasn't well. So what I did was in the last 25 days, after every single mock, right, I would before I analyzed it, I would attempt quant again. I won't count the scores obviously because the time was up, but I would attempt it again to make sure if I actually knew it, if I knew the basics, if I knew the formula, or if it was a deeper problem. Fortunately, I knew the formula. It was just a time travel thing, and it was a mentality thing for me. So that is how I coped up with quant, and it wasn't just that. In my previous mocks as well, in the last 25 days, I would say I prepared for my quant from those mocks because it is actually a mock which helps you the most, more than any section or topic test.
Okay, but then if you see the quant section specifically, if we talk about the CLAT paper, it was purely passages based
Yeah,
questions.
yeah.
So normally we expect, like if we talk of DI, we expect graph, but then all of a sudden you came across those questions which are based on case rates. So how did you tackle that?
Actually, I was quite surprised with that, and I was really happy because caselets for me was a strong point. The thing is, I had maths in 11th and 12th, so I got lucky there as well because my calculation speed was quite up to date, and I didn't prepare in the beginning. So I would say just because my calculation speed was there, I was able to attempt around 10 questions in CLAT 2021 in last 10 minutes, and I got almost all of them right. I think I got 2 or 3 wrong, which is still too many, but given the time I had, I think I did.
Yeah, so ClatPrep also had some caselets in maths, right?
Yeah,
Time
yeah.
to time, we tried to give you varied sets based on graphs and caselets. You might have solved them also,
Mm.
so that might have helped you in some way
Yeah,
or the other. Yeah. Okay. आपने जैसे बताया कि you had a preconceived strategy, like you would
yeah.
start with RC, then legal, then GK, and so on, and you always attempted quant at the last. Did you go with the same strategy on the actual CLAT day as well?
Yeah, actually, there's a bit of a backstory there because last year my strategy was begin with maths, logic, then GK, and something like that. And last year, as you know, the quant section was there was a wrong set.
Yeah.
So when I started with maths, I got stuck on it. I spent half an hour on that section alone, and my 2020 was gone. The attempt was bad. So this year, from the beginning itself, from November itself, I didn't change my attempt order once. So on CLAT day, when I began with English, it was clear in my mind that my attempt order is not changing no matter what happens.
Okay.
That's
So,
how.
how relevant did you find the passages which you solved in the mocks of ClatPrep for RC and CR, and those which you actually solved on the actual D day?
I would say the type of questions and the subject matter for RC especially was quite accurate. And logic and RC are quite similar. So I would say that helped me a lot because it gave me a feel for the real thing. And since I had also given the 2020 CLAT, so I had a rough idea and I knew that this trajectory was right. These types of passages were correct from solve.
Okay. So, as you said that in the last 2 months, you almost solved around 40 mocks. Did you
Mm.
also analyze it?
Yeah, because I realized that without knowing why a question went wrong, it's pointless to attempt it. So I made it a point to analyze each and every mock, unless the score was too bad, which I just wanted to get behind, keep that mock, for some other day, that analysis. But fortunately, there weren't many mocks. I think only one. But analysis is something that is, I would say, 80% of like whole experience of writing a mock. Because if you don't analyze it, then why even give it?
Right. So there are a lot many students who actually face difficulty as in to find the right direction to analyze the mocks. So could you please give some guidelines on how did you analyze the mocks?
Okay, so after initially we attempted online, attempted the mocks online because CLAT was going to be online. The pandemic was everything was going on,
Yeah.
and there was a high chance it would be online. So that really helped me first of all because the moment you submit the test, right, it gives you your scorecard and everything. You know how many you got wrong in every section. So
Right.
I would start with English unless a section went horribly wrong. I had to see why it was also wrong. But but generally, I would do English first, then followed by logic. Pretty much my same attempt order, or and GK in the end, or maths in the end.
Okay. So what learnings you made from the analysis? I mean, what the students should do? What learning should they get from the mocks analysis?
One of the biggest things that any analysis taught me, of any mock, that taught me was that it is important to make mistakes. Because if you don't make mistakes, then you're never going to learn anything. And initially, I remember those bad mocks. I would try to delay my analysis, or I would try to say it was only one of a, it was only a, like, it was a different mock, or it was a higher difficulty. It was, out of the ordinary mock, which is why it was wrong. I realized I was only making excuses for myself. And I would say to embrace your mistakes and learn from them. If you do that, right, your next mock will be better because you know what not to do.
Right. Yeah, that was a good source of motivation because even what happens is that students normally, when they come across a bad mock, they actually feel low. But then you need to realize that you need to learn from that mock so that you can move on from them. And basically, it gives you a scope of improvement in the coming mocks, right? Acha, Archit, tell me one thing. Like in legal section also this time, the questions were normally revolving around the conventional law, that is tort, crime, and contract, which was not at all expected, right? As they claimed. So, what did you actually feel anxious when you actually were solving the CLAT paper that day? What happened? How did you tackle that?
So when I got to legal section in CLAT 2021, I think I remember I had around 55 minutes left. I had legal and GK and maths left for 55 minutes. So
Okay.
I remember thinking that this section is going to be lengthy because the length of passages was fine, but I realized it was 40 questions. So I told myself that, okay, if I had 20 minutes left for GK and maths, then I'll be good. And when I started reading my legal sections, I realized that my first passage was about Hindu Marriage Act, followed by consent and everything. So for me, the basics were quite clear. And I had attempted so many mocks and analyzed them. So I knew my basics. The only passage which gave me problems was the acceptance one, the against the proposal. I never liked it and I didn't get it. I got, I think, 2 questions wrong in that set. But
Okay.
I would say the legal section, many said was a surprise, but it wasn't for me because I had prepared so many mocks and I had gotten used to a variety of questions. Whether it be principle based questions or RC based questions in legal as well. So it wasn't really a surprise for
Okay. So, like we always recommend to go through the two newspaper, basically,
me.
that is the Hindu and the Indian Express. So, do you actually found it relevant for from
Yeah.
examinations point of view?
I would say to increase my reading speed, right? I would, it definitely helped a lot because last year I only did Indian Express. I barely read any editorials or only read half the explained page and everything. But this year I started reading Hindu properly, like, spreading it on a dining table and everything. I timed my editorials. I made sure to read the op-ed page as well. And when I came to Indian Express, there wasn't much time left because it took around 45 minutes to an hour for the Hindu itself. So when it came to Indian Express, I did first 2 pages, the international page, explained page, editorials, and I would say 2 op-eds. Sometimes I would skip an editorial if it took too much time, but roughly it was that every day.
Okay, great. So, like the CLAT consortium, they claim that things would be always based on current affairs only in
Mhm.
GK. In legal as well, we'll be talking only about legal events which took place in the current year. But then there were questions based on conventional law. There were questions based on static GK. So, how well you were prepared on that part, and what message would you like to give to the students who are aspiring for CLAT 2022 and 23? Actually, do they need to stick to only current affairs, or do they need to prepare on static as well and conventional law as well?
I'll give you a really honest answer here. My static GK is zero. I mean, I have not touched a single book on static GK, and I found CLAT GK to be easy, on the easier side. It's because I made notes for GK every day. So
Yeah.
there's this myth among people that GK is the toughest section and GK is not doable and everything. But I would say GK and quant, like I said, are the easiest section, the easy marks for you. With static part, I would say I knew them because I wrote everything down. It is anything I read, anything I accessed a site or there was an important article in the newspaper or explained page, I would write it down. And even the World Water Day, it was linked to the current event. That Catch the Rain campaign, when it rains, where it rains, World
Right.
Water Day and everything. I wrote everything down, which is why I remembered on that day. I would say I could have done better on GK. I mean, I still got 5 wrong, but at the end of the day, I would say it was on the easier side. It wasn't
Okay.
much of a surprise for me. I wrote, like I said, I wrote it down. It really helped me. Last year I didn't do that, and I suffered in GK as well.
Okay. So I would ask you one last question now, as in, what message and what recommendations, what advices would you like to give to all aspirants of CLAT who are aiming to write their CLAT in 2022 or 23, whatever the case is?
My message to you would be to stick to your own preparation, stick to your strategy. Don't try to copy someone else's formula. because at the end of the day, what you decide will work for you, not someone else. If someone else's preparation strategy, even mine, worked for me because I made it, I came up with it, I liked it, fit in my schedule, and it worked for me, right? If you try to copy it without, taking into account the situation, your timetable, and everything, it won't work for you. And secondly, I would say, don't be afraid to make mistakes. If I hadn't made mistakes, if I hadn't had bad mocks, I would not have been here. The only reason not the only reason, I would say, the one of the major reasons I was able to do it this year was that I made mistakes and I wasn't afraid to ask for advice. I knew some people who are seniors, and I asked them their strategy and everything. I talked to a lot of them. Then I took all of their ideas and came up with one strategy which worked for me. So that's how you should go about it. That's my suggestion. Then again, you should do what works for you.
Wow. Thank you so much for such an insightful session. I mean, the students who would be watching this video, they will definitely gain a lot from this video. You really helped them on some basic questions and some basic parts as well. Thank you so much, Archit. I wish
Thank
you
you.
all the best, and I wish that you come out of flying colors in all your future endeavors.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Archit. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.